Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Welcome everybody from the past to now to if you're seeing this after it's already been uploaded and in the future sometime. Welcome to the channel. All kinds of things happen in this channel. You can find spinning yarn and weaving, occasionally a horse, crochet, Tunisian crochet, knitting, tatting, let's see, oh, we got the Addy as well, dyeing yarn, dyeing fiber. There's all kinds of things that happen here. Just go have a poke around in the playlist and you'll see there's all kinds of different things that happen here. Some of them are tutorials on stitches. Some of them are how-tos on like making glow-in-the-dark beads, for instance. That was interesting. There's also my own patterns, tutorials on lots of different things that are my own patterns. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want to say Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there, and I hope that all of you have an amazing, amazing Father's Day. And to those of you who are celebrating a happy Father's Day to their father who has passed on, I'm doing the same. Happy Father's Day to my father who is in heaven. So happy Father's Day to them as well. This marks podcast episode number 100 and 2 years I have been doing this channel. Yay! I am excited about 2 years. The 26th of this month, June 26th, was the first video released, my intro video 2 years ago. So somewhere around that time, there's going to be something special happen, whether it be a separate video in a live or in a podcast video. So keep an eye out. If you're watching this and it's way on in the future from now, I'm sorry, it's already happened. But keep an eye out. If you are watching in the present and you're wondering what the surprise is, keep an eye out. It's coming. I'm excited. I want to thank each and every one of you for being such an awesome support system, encouraging, and just overall, just being amazing and talented. And you inspire me so much more than you realize. It is through you that I am able to create more. I see your comments and what you're working on, talking about what you're working on, and the excitement and joy that you have on whatever it is you're working on. It helps me stay inspired and continue to create things for you to be excited about doing. Not everybody here knits. Not everybody here is crochets. Some people use an Addy and an Addy only. So I am so excited to have an Addy now as part of my channel, so that way I can do fun things on the Addy with you guys. And for those of you that just knit, I teach crochet if you want to learn, and vice versa. If you only crochet and you want to learn how to knit, I teach knit. So there we go. Did you say you wanted to knit a pair of socks? We can do it. I've got those tutorials. I got it cuff down, toe up, and I explain why. Did you say you wanted to tat? Got tatting tutorials too. All kinds of stuff here. Some weaving. Recently just pulled off the loom a woven piece of fabric I showed in the last podcast, and I finished this week. Let's go ahead and say this is our Sunday podcast, and it goes over what I've been up to, what's coming up, and you know, all of that good stuff. And then there's a slideshow at the end of what you've been up to. So now back to the woven fabric. This was the woven fabric that I took off of the loom, and I had to sew in or weave in my edge stitches or my edge trim from changing colors, and that's the back side of it there. I went ahead and got those done. So now all I have left, I've cut this to length for fringe, and it will be a twisted fringe. And what I mean by the twisted fringe is if I was to leave this yarn like this and it got thrown in the washer and dryer, come out, this yarn is just loose and it's going to untwist and get just matted and a mess. Well, we don't want that to happen. We've put a lot of time and effort into something. You don't want that to happen. So if you put a twisted fringe where you take several strands of yarn, twist them individually, and then let them go together, they create a new twist. That helps prevent that issue. Now, this is a piece of woven fabric that I did years ago. It is a wrap that I did for myself. But to show you the twisted fringe on it, here we go. So this has been through the wash and the dryer, and the fringe looks exactly like it did. So you can see where it goes, and now we have two colors here twisted together. That's because the strands that were twisted was one from the dark and one from the light. So that's why it gets that barber pole effect. But that shows you that twist. So again, this is not the fabric that I just recently took off. It is something that I did several years ago now. And it's my favorite. Okay, let's see. Thursday night. Get my days straight. Thursday night is our live spin and chat. I spin yarn and we chit chat in the chat. Sometimes I have a co-host. Sometimes I have a guest spinner. If you spin yarn and you would like to be a guest spinner up on my panel with me, please contact me via email or in the Facebook group. All of that information is linked down in the description box, and we'll get it set up to where you can come up on panel with me and we can spin yarn together, because it is really neat to have like me spinning on an electric spinning wheel, or on the flax wheel right there, or on a double treadle where I'm using both my feet, and you're spinning on something else, a totally different type of spinning wheel, or you're using a flax wheel and I'm using an electric wheel. It is really cool to see two different types of machines or pieces of equipment that spin yarn, different spinning wheels, and also the technique that you and I may use are totally different. So that is really fun, and it gives me also somebody else that spins to watch besides myself. This week I did a bunch of rollags. Now last week I had spun some dog hair, and I had spun some of the same type of rollags, and I'm sorry if I'm getting all blown out here. There we go. So there is sparkle in that. I filled that box, stuffed it packed full of rollags that I had blended on my blending board. And then Thursday night, I spun on that bobbin. And hopefully I'll get to finish it sometime this coming week. We'll see. So that was spinning this week. I also crocheted a cowl, and I utilized a stitch pattern that I just did recently into making something that was a wearable, and that is coming out on Monday. So that is using a tutorial on a stitch that I've already done. So there's that. That's coming out on Monday. I did 10 hats for Bumblebee Mountain Outreach. And if you want to learn more about that, that link will be down in the description box below, as well as K&K Crochet, because they are the ones that run Bumblebee Mountain Outreach. She is local to me, so my goal for adding to my donation to her, my goal was 100 hats, and I'm getting really close. I'm like within 10 hats away. So this week I did 10 hats, and we'll run through them quickly. I have 2 that are the same. If you wear this hat, turn the other way, this is what it looks like. If you wear this hat, turn the other way, this is what it looks like. Because, see, on the inside. Now, if you use an Addi or a Centro or a machine that knits hats like that, and you'd like to know how I did this, let me know, and I'll get you a video. So there's those. This is a single layer hat, which I already have a tutorial on, and it is a brim and then single layer hat. And then this is a double layer hat, and same all the way through. This is a double layer hat, same all the way through. Then there's 4 of these double layer hats, same all the way through. And then I have this double layer hat, which is berry and beige. And depending on which way you wear it, it's either beige with the berry as a brim, or it's like it is here. So that's the 10 hats that I made this week. I finished using the last hank of hand spun by me yarn into my granny rectangle Afghan, and I'm going to insert a picture here. So that was the rectangle Afghan with all hand spun yarn by me, and until I make more of like fiber, I'm done adding to it at this present moment. It's going to sit just like it is. Let's see. So the next thing that I want to talk about is our knit along. That back there is our knit along, and I will insert a picture here. So it is called Lots of Hugs Wrap. I want to thank each and every one of you that are jumping on board, and whether you're actually knitting it or you're just watching the video and commenting, thank you. Thank you so much. And I am so excited. I'm seeing glimpses of everybody's start to their wrap. Now it's 16 row repeat, and you need to do those repeats at least 14 times to be that size. If you want it bigger, yeah, you got to do more repeats. That's up to you. But that, now we did the last, let's see, we had the intro 2 weeks ago. Last Monday was the first video, part 1. And this coming Monday, there is nothing for it. We have the crocheted cowl. Next week, the following Monday, the last Monday of this month will be the edging on it. So you got 2 weeks worth of, space here to be knitting on the body to that before I throw the edging at you, because that body of the wrap is such a big project that it's going to take you a while to do that. And if you don't finish it by the end of the month, you don't finish it by the end of the month. No big deal. The videos are there. All my videos are here. Now, I want to also throw out a quick thank you to those of you that caught that there was no sound on the Addi video this past week. Thank you for commenting and letting me know that there was no sound. So if you got notification on the same video 3 times in one day, that's why, because I was informed that there was no sound. So I went in and fixed it in the editor and uploaded it. And guess what? It had sound for a little bit and then no sound again. So I had to pull that video down and go back in, yes, once again, and fix it all the way through the whole entire video, and then re-upload it to my phone and re-upload it to YouTube and then re-edit everything in YouTube. It was a nightmare. So if you did get that notification 3 times, YouTube wasn't off its rocker. I did. I had to upload that video 2 more times on the same day as the original video. So thank you guys for catching that, letting me know. Whew, that was a nightmare. All right, so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are tutorial days, whether it be my own patterns or stitch tutorials. It also could be how-tos on the Addy or random stuff. It could be extra videos put in there, like doing an unboxing on something I've purchased and reviewing it. It could be all kinds of different things. So that's your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Sunday, we have our Sunday podcast. Also, I say this week, but also I have been working on a pair of socks. I'll just show you real quick. These I am doing cuff down, and I've just turned the heel and I'm starting to work on the foot. I am using my 9-inch circulars, working them basically at the same time as you see. These should hopefully get them done depending on the time with the extra days off for my husband this week. I may or may not be able to get them done this week. Hopefully I get them done this week. We'll see. But that is it for me within this channel. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and hanging out with me during my videos, chit-chatting with me in the comment section, as well as those of you that come and hang out during the live while we spin and chat. You know, it's always randomness in the chat as to what the heck we're going to be talking about. Sometimes there's questions, sometimes there's not. We just randomly chit-chatting. Nevertheless, it's a lot of fun and we really have a good time, and it just gets us started into the weekend with a smile on our face and helps us get through that last day of the week for most of us. And then we can start our weekend, right? All right, everybody, be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.